Welcome to Ultra Puppy 2, Advanced Training Program for Puppies. Having a dog that responds instantly to commands is the dream of many dog owners. However, very few owners do have that luxury. Some dogs respond perfectly when on a leash, but take off their leash and most times they become uncontrollable little monsters. At this stage of your dog's life, we assume you've followed, mastered, and are comfortable with all the techniques used in Ultra Puppy 1. Once your puppy has mastered these techniques, practice the entire training routine for a couple of weeks before beginning the advanced techniques that you're about to learn. In this program, we're going to learn to teach our puppy more advanced behaviors and begin off-leash training. We will learn down from side, emergency drop command, down on recall, distance training with hand signals, beginning off-leash, the use of the dog stopper in off-leash situations, gradient training, and the place command. There was a time when it was said that a 17-week-old puppy could not perform an off-lead down on recall at a distance. That was then. This is now. As you can see, this 17-week-old puppy is doing it perfectly. This can be your dog in just a few short weeks from now. And what about those people who say wait until your dog is 6 to 8 months old before you begin training? You can answer that. Before we begin, it is very important that we stress the importance of using these techniques to train your dog in a fenced, secured area with no distraction, such as other people or dogs present. Always observe your public leash laws, and for your dog's own safety, we recommend the use of a leash in public whenever possible. After many months of reinforcement of these techniques, you'll feel confident in your off-leash control. It requires work, and remember, no dog is 100% off-leash all the time in public. Unforeseen situations can happen at any time. In offering these words of caution, we hope that you'll be a responsible dog owner with regard for your safety, your dog's safety, and the safety of your community. By mastering this program, we hope you'll have confidence in the total control of your dog should the need ever arise.
Go, BG. Good girl. Come on, BG. Good. Good girl. Down. Good. Stay. Good. Stay. Good girl. Hi, I'm Paul Moran. Welcome to Ultra Puppy 2. I'm joined today by my assistant here, BG. She's a 17-week-old German Shepherd who has just graduated the Ultra Puppy program, both basic and advanced. One word of caution. Before you begin any type of off-leash training with your dog must be 100% trained on leash. A dog is a dog. They are not infallible. They make mistakes. Obey all local, city, and state leash law ordinances in your area. It's very, very important that you pay attention when your dog's beginning to be off a leash, that you don't put it into a situation where you know you're going to lose control. So you start with your gradient training for a few months in your backyard or in a fenced, secured area. Get your dog 100%, give the proper corrections, and get your dog working in a very low distracted situations before you go to a high distracted situation. But remember, the bottom line is a dog is a dog is a dog is a dog. They all make mistakes, so be ready for a dog to break someday. It's a social responsibility, not just to yourself, to the people around you, but to the society in general. So keeping that in mind, let's go out now and take a look and see how to begin the advanced stages of Ultra Puppy 2 training program. Let's go do it.
Teaching the down from sit command. On down commands, always let the dog go down on a loose leash.
Okay. We have now learned from Ultra Puppy 1 our heel, our automatic sit, our stay, our come sit in front, our circle stays, our down circle stays, our wait, our off, the use of the word no, giving a proper standard correction, which we should have achieved by now, and also, the most important word of all is good, your motivation, because in off-leash training, the good word is even more important than it was in basic training. To begin your off-leash training, we need certain types of equipment. A 6-foot leather leash, a traffic lead. You also need a piece of 1/8 nylon cord, like parachute cord, about 4 to 5 feet long, and of course your dog stopper. Okay, let's begin to look at our first lesson now, which is the down from the sit at the side. To begin the emergency drop commands, any of them, we start off always with the down from the sit at the side. At this point, your dog is going down using Ultra Puppy 1 from the front with the hand signal. The next step, and the next step to the down from all fours, which is the emergency drop command, will be this down from sit command. So let's take a look how to do it. Let's go, BG. Okay, our first command is the down from sit position. To begin the down from sit position, dog sits a little bit behind. Good sit, good girl. We're going to put our right foot forward, our left hand signal. The dog will go down parallel to us, just like this. Right foot forward, left hand signal, down. Good. The dog goes down parallel to you. Work this 10, 15 times. Get the dog comfortable with doing it. Give lots of praise. And then we move on to the next step from here, which we incorporate this move into, and that's our emergency drop command, our down from all fours. Okay, take a look at that. Heel.
Teaching the emergency drop command.
We do the exact same movement as we've just done, except we do it in motion. The only difference is our hand signal in teaching the dog will be given very quickly, very sharply, down on the leash as a hand signal on the leash, just like this. Right foot forward, down. Okay, watch that technique. That's very important. I stretch the leash a little with my right hand as I slap down. Again, a slap leash correction, given a little bit differently, but the same thing. First time you do it, you will do it maybe for one exercise 10, 15 times. Each time you stop, as you're stopping, right foot forward, slap down on the leash, dog goes down parallel to you. Now let's try it and do it without actually hitting down the leash. Once you've done this at home, say 15, 20 times, you're ready to do it without slapping on the leash and just give a hand signal, just like this. Down. Good, down. Stay. Good, BG. You're a good girl. Stay. Good girl. Stay. At this point in training, we drop the leash. Stay. You're about 3 weeks into Ultra Puppy 1, a week or so practicing this, then you can drop your leash. Walk around the dog. Stay. When you walk around the dog, walk close to the dog behind. She moves, you can grab her and push her back down. When you walk away from the dog, keeping an eye on her in the corner of your eye, get ready to step on the leash when you walk out to the end of your leash. Stay. 4 or 5 exercises like this. Stay over a period of 2 or 3 days. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Good. Stay. Good. Good. Stay. Then you're ready to move a little further away from the dog. Stay. As I said before, never rush this command. If the dog breaks and it realizes it breaks, you lose control. We don't want that to happen. Stay. Good. Stay. Good. Good. Stay. Never go out of your sight for at least 2 or 3 weeks on your stays. Don't go out of the dog's sight. If first time you go out of the dog's sight, go out for 15, 20, 30 seconds, stay around the corner watching her. Sometimes I'll get a little vanity mirror, and I'll put the vanity mirror down on the ground so I can look. If the dog's this side behind me, I'm behind a wall right here, put the mirror down here. I can look in the mirror and see the dog. If she moves, I can scream no. She's wondering where that no came from. We can see her, she can't see us. It's a good tip. Stay. Good. Good. And again, on your out of sight stays, you build them gradually. Everything in dog training is gradual. 100% control, add to it. Add your distractions. Gradient training. Don't forget it. Stay. Good. And then we'll do a standard come. Do not call the dog when she's on a leash like this. Pick up your leash. So as you bend over, say stay. Gigi, come. Come on, baby. Good girl. And a sit in front. Good girl. Good. Okay, good. So now you've got your down from sit at the side, your emergency drop command, and you're ready to move on to your down on come or down on recall. Let's take a look at that one.
Teaching the down on recall.
Good. Sit. Good. Down. Good. Stay. Good. Stay. To begin the down on recall with a 17-week-old puppy, which some people think can't be done, stay. In fact, it can be done with a 12-week-old puppy. Stay. Stay. The most important thing to remember is it's just similar to the come command, the come sit in front command, except we're not going to bend over this time. What we're going to do is make sure the leash is tight all the way in. That's the difference. When we walk backwards, as the dog moves forwards, we're going to move backwards. The full length of the leash should be between you and the dog at all times. If for some reason the dog comes too fast, or you don't move backwards and you end up in a situation like this, with your hand behind you and the dog right here, you can't possibly make her do this command. So remember, keeping the dog away from you is the key. When you first begin it, what you want to do is hesitate a little bit. Make the dog feel a little bit uneasy about the thing. She's kind of watching you, see what you're going to do. We're also going to do this slap leash correction once again. In this situation, the slap leash is given like pulling the leash a little tight, not too tight, but just semi-taut. You're going to slap down it and go, no. It's given very quickly, like I said before, your hands on a hot stove. Take them away real quick, so you slap down real quick. We're going to let the dog come just about one step, and listen to me carefully, just one step the very first time you do this, okay? So you can get your correction in time. So let's watch it. Come, down. No, down, okay? Stay. That's how quick you got to give your correction. I'm glad she did that. Stay. Let's try it again. Now, after that correction, she should do pretty good next time. Again, we're going to let her come up just about one step. Come, come, down. Good. Stay. That's a prime example of how a properly executed correction will get the desired result the next time, the very next time. The dog knows you're serious, that you're given exact correction. So if you practice technique with your friends before you practice with your dog, have them hold on the end of the leash, get it down properly, that's the key. Okay? Stay. All right. Now, stay. We'll try that one more time. Come. Come. Down. Good. Down. Good. Stay. Okay. Stay. So I let her come about 2 steps that time. Let's try it a little longer. Heel. Good girl. Good heel. Good. Sit. Good. Down. Good. Stay. Now remember, as we said before, the full length of the leash has to be between you and the dog. So watch the dog's speed as she comes towards you. Again, here we go. We're going to let her come maybe 4 or 5 steps this time. We'll try it. Come. Come, 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 come. Down. Good, down. Good girl. Stay. Good, stay. Again, drop your leash. Stay. Good, stay. Walking close to the dog in case she moves, you can get down and push her back down. Stay. Good. Stay. Good. Okay, so now we've accomplished our 3 downs. Our down from the sit position, our down on a walk, our emergency drop command, and our down on a come or down on recall. And we're ready to begin now on off-leash training. Remember I said before, off-leash is a big responsibility. My dogs are off-leash trained. Do I take them on the street off a leash? No, I don't. You never know. If something can happen, is your dog's life worth it? It's great to have in an emergency and have that confidence in your dog, but I don't push it. I don't recommend you do either.
Teaching the beginning off-leash.
When you begin off-leash training, it's important to remember you must have a properly fitting correction collar, or choke chain as people call them. What I do is, first of all, alternate the dog between on and off leash. Now this would be probably 4 to 5 weeks of working with your dog, getting a good relationship. So what I do is I get her motivated. Good girl, BG, heel. That's a good girl. Not too much motivation. Good heel. Good. Good heel, BG. Good. It's a good girl. And I'll slip the collar off. Good girl. Good heel. Good. I use my knees. Come on, baby. Good heel. Good. Good heel. Good. Good heel. Good. Sit. Good. That's a good sit. Put the collar back on, or your leash back on, should I say. Heel. Walk off. Heel. This is an exercise you can do for a couple of days. Good heel. As you walk along, pet the dog, slip down, take off the leash. Good girl. Good heel. Motivation is the key. Good girl. Good heel. Good BG. Good. And sit. Good. Down. Good. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Again, keeping close. Do not go too far away. Good girl. Good. We do our come command. We do our BUM. Bend over. Username. Move backwards. A lot of motivation. Use your body language to get the dog to sit back up. BG, come. Good girl. Good. Sit. Good. Stay. Good girl. That's a good girl. Good. So after 2 or 3 days of doing this, you're ready to use your tab. Instead of your leash, you'll start now using your tab. So let's take a look at that. Come on, BG, good girl. So now we've replaced our leash with our tab. We just keep the tab in the left hand, motivate the dog, get her started off, always start off with the tab. It'll pull on the tab. As you walk, then loose it, heel. Good girl, BG, come on, good girl. That's a good girl. Come on, BG, good. Motivation, come on, BG, good girl, good. Good girl, good, come on, BG, good girl, good. And sit, good. Stay, good. Good, stay, good. Down. Good. Stay. Again, we repeat this exercise with the tab on 2 or 3 days. Don't expect your dog to be beside you. Motivate your dog. Once in a while, if you want, you can drop a little treat in the dog's mouth, just a dry piece of chicken, beef, cheese, whatever, just to keep her motivated, keep her beside you. If the dog stops and lays down, don't make a big deal about it. Just go over there, pretend you didn't see it, pick up your leash, and take off again. That's in the early stages. Later on, you'll give her correction for doing that. But for right now, we won't. Good girl, good. That's a good girl. Stay, good. Stay, good, stay, good girl. Now we can call the dog with the tab on. Again, we do the B-U-M. BG, come, BG, come on, girl, good. Sit, good girl, good. So that's the next step of off-leash training, is your tab training. Now we're going to move on, and we're going to do our nylon cord training. That's probably the key to it right there. Heel, good girl. Okay, so now we've substituted our tab for the nylon cord. Some dogs will want to play with the nylon cord, and if they do, you just give it a short jerk just like a regular leash. Drop your cord. Get some motivation going. No. Heel. Come on, BG. Come on. Good girl. Heel. Good girl, BG. Good girl. Good. That's a good girl. Good. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Good girl. Good heel. Good. Say motivation. Give it a treat once in a while if you want. Heel. Good girl. Good. Come on, BG. Good girl. Good. And sit. Good girl. Good. That's a good girl. Good. So your nylon cord is dragging behind just a little bit, about 2 to 3 feet behind the dog, so you can step on it. If she breaks on you, you can step on the cord. The idea is that they don't feel it. You can start using lighter cords too if you want, to the point where we're not going to have any cord on at all. So you again do this for a couple of days, couple of 3 days, and then we begin completely with no cord, no tab, no leash or anything on. Just take a look at that.
Teaching the place command.
Okay, now we're going to begin our place command, our go to bed command. I like to use a blanket, a dog's own blanket, sleeping blanket for this. So eventually come to the point you can go to a friend's house, bring the blanket and tell the dog just to go to bed and lay down and stay. To begin teaching the place command, it's very, very simple. We put down our blanket, and of course, it helps if we have a dog. No pun intended. Put down the blanket. Good girl. Good, BG. That's a good girl, BG. And we make it a fun thing for it to do. When we start off first, we start at very short distances with the dog. BG, come. Good girl. And also reminds me that we always reinforce the come command with food for the first 6 or 8 months of the dog's life. Some people think it's too excessive. I do not. If you do that, you have a dog that will come every single time for the rest of his life. We use the here command early on. You can use the here command, still continue using the here command. My preference is the here command, because when you've got too many people in the family telling the dog to come and they don't know what they're doing, then you've got big problems. If the dog goes down, for example, and goes over and lays on the blanket, I'll enforce it by saying, good bed, good girl, good. Down, down, good bed, good girl, good bed, good. Stay, stay. Again, keeping in mind gradient training, we don't want to do too far, too quick. So I'm going to call her to me. BG, come. Good girl. Sit. Good, good girl. Now, the first time I do it, I'll give her a little hand on my collar, and I'll tell her to go do it. Go to bed. Go to bed. Good. Down. Good girl. Good bed. Good bed. Good bed. Good. So we would do this exercise right now, just like I showed you, for 3 or 4 days. Very short distances, very, very short distances. Teaching dog gets on the bed. If it gets off the bed or goes around the bed, you say no and just put her back onto the bed and show her that the bed is where she gets the praise and her food treat. Do not do it without a food treat. Stay. Good. Good, stay. Good. BG, come. Good girl. Good. Good, sit. Good. Now we try it again. With this time a little bit more advanced. We won't put our hand on the collar. We'll just tell her to do it. Go to bed. Go to bed. Good girl. Go to bed. Good girl. Stay. Good. Good. This time I'm going to go further away from her. Stay. You would do this, again, the shorter distance for 2 or 3 days. Stay. BG, come. Come on, baby. Good girl. Good. Good. Sit. Good girl. Go to bed. No. Go to bed. No. Bed. And make sure she goes all the way onto the blanket. Bed. Good bed. Good girl. Good. Stay. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Good, BG. Good. BG, come. Good girl. Good. And sit. Good girl. Okay, now we're going to try a real one to see if we can do it from where we're standing and see if she'll go right to her bed. Go to bed. No. Go to bed. Good girl. Sit. Good. Next time we'll try it again. Go to bed. Down. Good bed. Good girl. Good. Good bed, BG. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Good. Stay. BG, come. Good girl. Sit. Good. Good sit. Good girl. Stay. Good. Okay, now we're going to try it at a further distance. Let's see if we can get it right here. BG, good girl. Go to bed. Down. Perfect. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Stay. Good. Again, give her a few little treats on the blanket. Good bed. Good girl. Good bed. Good. I use chicken. Chicken's a great motivator. Stay. Good girl. It is for me too. Stay. Good girl. Good. Nothing like some nice fried chicken, don't you think? Stay. Good girl. Stay. Good. So now we've done it at 10, 15 feet. Keep that going for 2 or 3, 4, 5 days, a week, and eventually start again, taking 3 to 5 foot increments out away from the dog. Never go too far, too quick. If the dog's not doing it at a certain distance, move back to the distance that you had it mastered at and start at that. That's your place command. It can be really fun. The more excited the dog gets about it, the more treats you can put down there for her without filling her up too much. But each lesson should last initially for 2 to 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then gradually increase the lessons as well. And again, gradually increase your distance as well. So that's how you teach a place command. It's a fun command. Dogs love to do it. And again, keeping in mind that we still motivate the dog using the word here or the word come. Like I said, if you're the dog's trainer, you should be the one that uses the word here and keep it yourself. Or if anybody else uses the word here, they must have a treat. Okay, that's how you do your place command. Teach it, as I said before, gradient training. It's a lot of fun. Really fun for your dog, and something that really helps your off-leash training. So let's go on now and we'll talk a little bit more about off-leash and distance training.
Teaching the distance response training and off-leash gradient.
Good girl, good, good. Okay, now let's look at a little bit more off-leash work. We like to motivate using food. I'll keep her beside me, keep her interested. She knows I've got some food. Heel, good girl. Heel, BG, good girl. Heel, good. Okay, so let's look at a little bit more off-leash training. Heel, good. I motivate by, she knows I've got a piece of chicken in my hand. That's okay. Heel, good girl, good heel. Come on. Good girl, good heel, good. Heel, good. Sit, good. Stay, stay. Having a little piece of chicken kind of takes the dog mind away from breaking. Stay, good girl, good stay, good. BG, down. Good down, stay. Good. Stay. And again, the gradient training is the key here. We don't go too far, too quick. Stay. Good girl. We start off leash, command like this, at about 5 feet from the dog. Now we're going to call her to us and have her do a down on recall. Let's see what happens. BG, come. Down. Good girl. Stay. Again, do this for 3 or 4 days at shorter distances. Stay. Good girl. Good. Good, BG. Good. BG, come. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. Sit. Good. Good sit. Good girl. Good come. Good. Heel. Heel. Good girl. Good heel. Good heel, BG. Good. Heel. Good. Sit. Good. Stay. Stay. Good. Give her a little treat. Stay. Stay. Now I'm going to go further away to 10 or 15 feet. Down. Good girl. Good. Stay. Good girl. Good. Stay. Good stay. Good stay. Good. Stay. And we begin extending our stays from 15, 20 minutes, half an hour. Bring the dog inside, put her down in the morning time when you're doing your checkbook, reading your newspaper, whatever it is you do, looking at TV or whatever it is you're doing. Bring her in, put her down beside you, and insist that she stays. Remember, it's easy for the dog to break. If you show the dog just a few times, 1 or 2 times, that you've got no control, you're going to have to go backwards in training. Stay. Okay, after working for about a week or so at 5 to 10 feet, then we go out to 20 feet. Let's try one. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Stay. BG, stay. Down. Stay. Now let's try a down on recall. BG, come. Come. Good girl. Down. Good. Let's try another one. Good girl, BG. Good. Come. Good. Down. Good girl. Good. Come. And sit. Good girl. Good. Good, good girl, good girl. Yes, that's a good girl. Good. Heel. Good girl, heel. Good, BG, good heel, good. Come on, baby, good girl, good. Down. Good, BG, come. Down. Good, come on. Good, down. Good, BG, come on, BG, heel. Good, down. Good, stay, good. So after a while, you can have a whole lot of fun with this. As I said, low gradient training, it becomes real fun for you and your dog. Remember, off-leash training, you do not do in a big park with no fences around it because your dog can break and get away. It's always nice to know you have control. It's always nice to know that if the emergency happens, that you do have that kind of control. But be responsible, enjoy it, have fun with it, but keep it in mind. A dog is a dog, is a dog, is a dog.
The use of the dog stopper in off-leash training.
Good heel, good, sit, good, stay, good, good, stay. Your dog stopper is used in the place of your leash. If you don't have a leash on the dog, you can give a correction with your dog stopper. For example, if the dog was to break, I would just scream, no, shake my dog stopper. If I needed to, I could throw the dog stopper on the ground in the path of the dog where she's going to move to. We may see one in a second. No, no, come on, girl, good girl, good. That's a good girl, that's a good girl, good. So we blocked off her path with the dog stopper, and we immediately motivated the dog back to us. That's the whole key, is realizing that that's bad, this is good. Be with me, and everything is fine. You can play with me, you can do what you want, but if you disobey me, that dog stopper will be shaken. In some cases, just gently lobbed across the ground, away from the dog. You don't want to hit your dog with it, in the path of the dog. Remember, when the dog stopper lands, the minute it lands, you should be getting down on your, just squatting down and motivating the dog to you. You can do your heeling with it if you're walking along. If she gets a little bit to break a little bit, shake it, say no, heel, good girl. Motivation, I can't stress enough. Motivation always follows the dog stopper. Some people shake a dog like this. If you shake it, all you're going to do is startle the dog, okay? And you're not going to get any, there's going to be no feedback from the dog at all. So that's why you have to motivate and show the dog, that's bad, shaking the stopper, that's bad, this is good. So that's how we work dog stopper. Dog stopper can also be used for a lot of different behavioral problems like digging, chewing, jumping on screen doors, excessive barking, or many, many other serious behavioral problems that you've got. It's the best tool you're ever going to have for training your dog. So there you have it. You've seen Ultra Puppy 2 techniques. You've seen how to advance train your dog. People said it can't be done. They can't be trained till they're 6 months old. You break the dog's spirit. As you can see, none of this is true. You can develop a better bond with your dog, a better relationship with your dog, and I don't think there's any better feeling to that unconditional love that you can get from your dog. BG here has been a great girl today for us, and it's been our pleasure bringing this tape to you. As I said before, I hope we've told you something that you may not have already known. I hope it's been fun for you, and if you really want to have fun, go out and check out our Teach Your Dog Tricks video. That's a whole lot of fun and well worth having in your video collection. It's been a real pleasure having you with us today. BG had fun, I had fun, and all that remains for me to do is to wish you the best of luck with your puppy. Go out there and let me see all those Ultra Puppies in all those homes all across America. Nothing would make me happier, huh, BG? Yes, that's a good girl. See you later. Good girl, Peaches. Are you a good girl? Oh, are you my baby? Are you my baby?
Look for other great videos, specialized training equipment, and pet care products by Paul Moran at Better Pet Supply Stores. Or write to Canine Training, Box 4292, West Covina, California, 91791.